Alright, let's do this. Sorry, I have this stack of books next to me that I'm reviewing, like, rapid fire. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that I talked about in my previous video about Reaper Man, which is Small Gods, also by Terry Pratchett. These are all going to be Pratchett books that I'm doing in the next few videos, because that's what I've been reading. Small Gods is my all-time favorite Terry Pratchett book. It is very, very good. It kind of, I mean, it's a fantasy fiction satire, but it talks a lot about, like, various religions, not like real religions, but facsimiles, I'd say, of real religions. Because obviously there's things in here that are kind of like Catholicism, or like they'll talk about Buddhism and other things, and it follows it basically follows kind of the adventure of a oh god, he's not even what is he? He's not an acolyte. I'm sorry, I already forgot. I don't know how priests work. He's not a priest. He's like a boy, not priest. A brother. I don't know. Apprentice? I'm not sure. Sorry, but it follows along with him and also the god of, well, I would say the main god of this book, because there are other. In the Discworld, they have many gods, which makes sense because there's technically a whole lot of gods in the real world as well. I mean, as many as people could have thought of over the years, to be honest. But it's another one. I know I called the last one thought-provoking. I mean, all of the books kind of make you think about various things depending on the theme or the situations. And you're like, oh, you know, that's not something you'd think would be in kind of a funny fantasy novel, but it all works together very well. Like I like the pacing. I feel like is fine. I know I talked about The Long Earth. I started reading The Long War. I'm not very far into it, but those books are like I compared the first book to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and I don't know how many people have read that book, but it is also a very slow burn, very descriptive, but I'm okay with books like that because I'm like, I don't know, I kind of like seeing all this, but going into The Long War, I'm like, okay, well, they're still kind of doing this, so this book it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere very fast, but most of the Discworld books tend to go, because they're all single books, like about a cast of characters and all that. So the story is done in the one book, you know, and the pacing always seems pretty fair to me. Like, it's not moving too fast or too slow. Sometimes there'll be shifts between perspective and all that that might throw you off a little bit, but I don't know. In the end, or as you go on, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense doing that or that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Small Gods. Very good. I definitely check it out. I mean, if you don't want to read it yourself, you can always check out the videos that I have of me reading it, because I did read it. I don't think I read Reaper Man. Did I read Reaper Man? I can't remember. I think I did. If I did, then I'll have to go back and put the link to the Reaper Man video in there. These other ones I definitely haven't read. But if you want me to read more of these books, let me know, and I'll try to get things squared away. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. On to the next one.